Hello, good morning. Welcome to Auntie YAA'S Book Corner. It's been a while since we have been on, but I welcome you to this platform. When you come on, please share and let your friends join us for this very important conversation. And so, before we continue, I'm going to share to some groups and we will continue. It's been a while. This is Auntie YAA'S Book Corner again. We come on once a month. And during the month or during the week, I'll be doing a live here and there as well. I've taken a break because I've been traveling a lot since the year started. So let me just do this and then we'll be back. Let's see. So I trust your Saturday is going well for you. How is your year going so far? Let me turn my chat on so I can see people when they come on. Oh, okay. So I'll start the program. Right. Okay, I'll continue with my sharing and we'll go from there. I trust you've been having a good year so far and all is well as it should be. And how are you doing with your goals for the year? Okay, so there's one other thing that I have to do. I'm going to go over to Auntie YAA'S Book Corner. I was sharing from my wall. Let me go copy the link from there and we'll put it over to TikTok. For some reason, I was able to be streaming to TikTok, but more recently, I'm not sure what is happening. They've revoked me, whatever it is. So I don't know what it is, but hey, it's all good. These days, you can't afford to be sweating the small stuff. When things happen, you deal with it and you move on because life is so short. You can't sit around moping and crying over spilt milk. You're just wasting time. You need to be living your best life. Right. Just one more thing and I'll be with you. All right. I'll be with you shortly. Hello, Mr. Moses. How are you? Thank you for joining me. I trust you're doing well today. I'm just sharing to TikTok and then we will get started. Okay, if you've come on, good morning again. Thank you, Mr. Moses. I don't know how to pronounce your first name. That's why I keep saying Mr. Moses. Is it Specky or Speccy? Yeah. So today's topic is finding yourself. And if you find yourself here, this is Auntie YAA'S Book Corner. It's a Facebook platform I developed because of my 6 books. I'm a published author. I have 6 books on Amazon and I come by every so often to share nuggets. And also I'm on TikTok as well as Mama YAA or at YAAFoda2. So let's get started. Finding yourself is the topic. So what do I mean when I say finding yourself? When you look in the mirror, who do you see? You see yourself, right? but do you really know who you are? So, finding yourself is a journey of self-discovery, is what it is. Okay, just give me a sec. There's just one little thing I need to do. Yeah, it's a journey of self-discovery, really. And what do I mean by that? Self-discovery and self-awareness. And what does it involve? It involves introspection, that looking within, looking inside you, right? Understanding your values and passions, and ultimately live an authentic and fulfilled life is what it is. So finding yourself means self-awareness. And when we say self-awareness, what do we mean? It's getting a deeper understanding of your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, and motivations. Now, how many of us take the time to do this? Because typically we are busy or running around. You need to go bring in the money, feed your kids, feed yourself, do whatever else responsibility that you have on this earth. But this is something that we have to make time for, really. And you need to identify, find out what is truly important to you and align your actions with those values. So you can't say that, oh, I'm very honest, and then the next minute you are telling lies with somebody, to somebody, because typically what you see is you hear things like, oh, that person over there, they won't buckle. If you try to go bribe them, they won't take it. They are not like, oh, I'm sorry, my internet connection is acting up. So I got a message that, yeah, it's a bit tricky today. You know, their what do you call it? Their values align with the actions that they take in life. So that's what I mean. Yeah. And then also to uncover your passion, what makes you excited, what you enjoy doing. So what do you enjoy doing? You know, someone might say, oh, I love running, I love music, or maybe I like the arts. So you see this person, they always go and visit museums, or if there's artists that are coming in town, or your network sucks too. Yeah, you know, so you have to find to know you get caught into things that you are not really interested in. And I go back to when we were yeah, I know you love music. I go back to when we were in school and you had to pick subjects. In our time, everything is engineer, lawyer, doctor. So you see, trying to push you to do those kinds of things, right? But it's not how do I explain it? That is not the end of the world. Maybe your children want to do other things. Yes. So that's what part of this journey is, finding yourself, know what your passions are. I love writing. I love reading. I like watching movies. You know, I love walking. There's different things. Yeah. And also, you have to live authentically. What does that mean? Embrace your true self and live in a way that feels genuine and true to you. So, you know that these days there's so much fakeness and pretense going on. People are not themselves, people are putting on airs and things like that. So, when it has become a lie, and lies have become true. So, people are just running to each other, and too much fakeness. So, it takes a lot for you to decipher or to know who's you need discernment to really know who people are. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, but if somebody is pretending, I can spot it a mile off. You know, you can be watching something, even it's just a movie, and you're watching the person, looking at the character, and they give off a particular vibe, and you go, no, that one. Yeah. The other thing about finding yourself is that you need to find your purpose. What is your purpose? Like, you have to understand your unique gifts you can contribute to the world. Okay, maybe you may hear pastors, they say to somebody that, hey, you are supposed to be doing such and such, but you are not doing it. So you are going contrary to the will of God. So what happens is that be going all over the place. So you really tune into what you are supposed to be doing. And so these gifts and talents, they are very important. And in the Bible, temple was being built. Moses gave instruction, guys, Bezalel and Ahola, because they were very good in creating. They were skilled with gold, like making, doing things, artistic stuff. So people like that, they have a passion. Okay, that is like the purpose. This is what they do, right? And so it's important to discover all these things because it helps you narrow. Let me put it this way: there are a lot of us, we do 9 to 5. So what we are doing is not our passion. Yeah, your passion is something else. Like for me, I used to work. I worked for 33 years, and my passion is writing. So I made sure that on my breaks, I'll take my notebook with me. And at my age, I don't care less about, oh, friends, I need somebody. I'm from Ghana. But yeah, there's the rivalry and we are sisters or we are brothers, whatever you want to call it. So, and I won't talk about Jollof Wars, okay? So, what do you call it? I would make sure because, it gets to a point in time you go. And so that's how I did it, little by little. Or say I'll be walking around. There's something, oh, this connection. You'll have to pardon me today, guys, because, my internet keeps going off and on and what have you. It's all good. Things happen. Yeah. And so as I was saying, you have to find your purpose, you need to have a purpose. You can't just be drifting through life. I say I make observations in my book, Reflections for a Thirsty Soul, which was my first book. One time I was going to work and I see, what do you call it? A little girl skipping after her dad. Like, that was a happy moment type thing. And so I wove a story around it and I put it in the book. So basically, yeah, the network is bad today. I've been speaking about finding your self. It's a journey of self-discovery and self-awareness, right? It involves introspection, understanding your values, your passions, and this will help you live a more authentic life. So, what are some of the tips for embarking on this journey of self-discovery? First of all, you practice self-reflection. Regularly take time to think about your experiences, thoughts, and reflections. Listen, we are busy people. That is how the world has become. It's like a rat race, right? So we are so busy that we don't pay attention. But you need to pay attention, even if it's sitting down. How do I explain this? Sitting down, if it's sitting down for even 2 minutes, 3 minutes, just to figure out yourself or think through the day. What happened today? What went well? What didn't go well? Things like that. Why am I feeling how I'm feeling? I always make this statement on my lives that any human being, remember earlier I spoke about how people are going around pretending and faking and all that. When you are going through life faking, it's in here. You know it. You, the person, you know it. Nobody can come and tell you. I'm telling you because for me, I feel good inside most of the time. And I'm not saying my world is, ooh, I have my issues too, but I'm saying that when you've taken the time to work on yourself, you know how you feel. So if something is off, you sense it in your spirit right away and you go, why am I feeling this way? What is going on? Right? Yeah. So you need to be in tune with yourself for this journey, because this finding yourself means keeping it real. Hashtag keeping it real. being real with yourself. Yeah. So your thoughts, your reflections. If you're a very negative person, always saying all kinds of things, hurting people, doing all kinds of things, what brought that about? You need to think about it. Okay. The second thing, the second tip is try new things. Step outside your comfort zone. Okay. Um, I'll give an example, and it could be related or unrelated. Like I said before, in our environment, we follow the British system, right? And so it's almost like the lawyer, doctor, engineer thing I told you about. These days, there's other careers. But our parents are so old fashioned that they don't even understand these new dynamics. They don't understand these new dynamics. And so they are caught in that warp. But today, there's different careers. There's things somebody can say, hey, I'm going to learn all about AI. I'm going to cybersecurity. I'm this. There's young people who are content creators. They are making millions, and the old people can't wrap their head around it. Oh, John Roth says today is his birthday. Well, happy birthday to you. Welcome to my page. I trust you're having a lovely day. And Moses here says, I'm believing that all things is working out for my good. I'm believing that God is answering all my prayers. I'm believing and trusting God to lead me every day. Amen to that. So yeah, stepping outside your comfort zone and then explore different activities and interests. You don't have to. And somebody will say, oh, what is that? I'm so busy with life. What time do I have to go do this, go do that? Well, you make time for the things that you love. Somebody might say, hey, I'm going to go try pottery, or I want to go to an art class, or I want to go to a cooking class, something. And cooking class doesn't mean just going to cook your African food. Maybe you're trying a different something, a different recipe, or maybe you might join a social club that you can go and interact with and socialize with. Yeah. The next tip is to set goals and work towards them. How many of us set goals? For myself, I said, since I set goals for 2025, and I've traveled twice already this year, so I feel like I'm not, how do I even explain it? I'm not on an even keel. I feel unsettled that, oh, I'm supposed to be doing this, but I'm not doing it. But meanwhile, it's not something that I'm beating myself up about, but I'm just observing that I wrote down all these goals last year, from October to December. I was writing down things, and now I'm like, oh, well, okay, home harm, this and that, but I'll catch up eventually. But I feel too that sometimes you are supposed to be in that space. It can't always be go, 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 go. For myself, really, I'm retired. So what is the fast? If you haven't done something today or the day passed by, you only did one thing, like really, so I give myself some grace. Yeah. The next tip that you have to do is to seek out supportive relationships. Supportive is the key word here. Surround yourself with people who believe in you and encourage your growth. The worst thing that you can do for yourself, and let me qualify it by saying we are a product of our associations. If you're hanging out with people who don't build you up and they put you down, or they ain't going anywhere, so they can't be bothered to see you help you go anywhere, yeah, excuse me, it becomes an issue or a problem. And these people, they may be physical people or they may be people that you see online. Like your mentor can be such and such. You listen to their videos, maybe you buy their books and you read them, things like that. Or even if you don't have a specific mentor, you want to grow, you gravitate towards people who talk about, who are empowering people, talking about mindset change, talking about growth, positive places, personal development stuff. You listen to it and you build yourself up. And the next thing is from your mistakes. A lot of us get in our mistakes that we don't, it derails us. We want to be perfectionists. Oh, what mistake. Oh, I shouldn't have everything that I've done and I screwed up on this. And then we are We are there, we're immobilized, we can't. Listen, you have to see mistakes as opportunities, see setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning. What you need to say to yourself is, where did I go wrong? So that even next time when makes that mistake, you go, oh yes, I remember that time I did this and I did that, but this is how I resolved it. Then you pass it on, right? So in our culture, for me, where I come from, I just say that we come from a shaming culture. We always want to put people down, make people feel bad. So people are step out. We make a mistake, especially even with the English language, we'll laugh at people who are making mistakes with the language. So why on earth would somebody open their mouth to speak? For embarking the self-discovery journey is to practice self-compassion. What does that mean? Be kind and understanding to yourself, especially during challenging times, the mistake that you made. Don't feel shamed. Don't feel bad. Don't feel you are worthless. No, you know what? I'm a human being. We all make mistakes. Maybe this mistake will help me to help somebody else. And you look at things, you talk to yourself positively. Even if you feel so bad about it, you may speak to somebody in your circle who you trust. Sometimes it's good to hear other opinions and they may speak a word or so. That's how to practice self-compassion. I mean, if you are beating yourself, this is how I put it. People are already waiting to stomp on you. And if you are stomping on yourself, hey, you give them that liberty, it's going to be a free-for-all, and they'll do it and do it good, and you'll never rise again. You may never rise again. The other thing to add to this is that you have to forgive yourself, past mistakes, and move forward with a positive mindset. Things happen. You can't stay still, okay? You use it to build yourself up, and then you move. If you don't do that, I'm sorry, you are not going to go too far. So learn, have some coping skills, coping mechanisms of how you deal with your mistakes when they come. It's okay. It is okay. I made a mistake. It's just myself and move on. Okay. Next tip is to practice self-care. There's a whole discussion around this practicing self-care, and I mean to do it as one of my talks on TikTok, right? Like practicing self-care. When we say loving yourself, but it is not. It's even in the Bible, love your neighbor as yourself. So we're instructed to love ourselves. I don't get it how we kind of mix things up and let people feel bad because they are taking care of themselves. And one way of taking care of yourself even is to set boundaries. Don't allow people to treat you anyhow that they want. Just give me a second. People will treat you anyhow they want you to. Don't put up with it. Just don't put up with it. No, it's just not going to help you at all. It will not help you. So yes, do activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. What does that mean? If you have to drive to a quiet place, for my places that I like to be at, go sit on a bench and oh, my network is just outrageous today. Go sit on a bench somewhere and really be good to yourself, Yeah. Right, back to the chat. Okay. I said it again and I'm going to repeat it. Do activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. It shouldn't be work, 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 work. Work, 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 and then you drop dead. No. Challenge limits. Okay? Challenge limiting beliefs, thoughts that hold you back. Oh, I can't do this. I'm not good at math. I want to go do this training over there, but for this reason or that reason, I wasn't good in math in primary school. I'm dumb, this and that. No. If that is what you need to do that thing, that is your passion. Invest about 6 months, go do the math upgrade or whatever it is. Listen, time just flies. Before you know it, you'll be done. We make all kinds of excuses. Oh, I'm too old. I'm too young. I'm a girl. I'm a boy. I can't do this. I'm too short. I'm too tall. All the excuses in the world. Yeah. So challenge those limiting beliefs. Also connect with your inner child, your joys, your passions of childhood. Reconnect with it. We are so busy. There's so many layers. If we want to find out who we are, we've covered it up with so many layers that they're unraveling. It's like peeling an onion, layers. I think in one of my books, The Beauty of a Woman, I said, who are you really, woman? Peel off. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Okay. Be curious. Ask questions. Seek knowledge. Like you ask yourself, what things did you enjoy in your childhood? Oh, I remember I always used to go to the beach, or I'll go with my friends to the playground, or whatever it is. I love to go for walks at night, this and that, or I love to reconnect with my school friends and would touch base and would reminisce and would talk about things, plan for the future. Whatever it is that gives you joy, try to do that. Okay? Try to do that. And so do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? It's a question that you have to ask yourself, because how you show up in life is so, so important. And if you are not showing up authentically, people know. Yes. And it reflects in your relationships with your spouse or your partner, your children, your workplace, church, whatever other associations that you belong in. How you show up is also important. And a lot of us have been caught in this trap of the rat race that we're busy, 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 busy all the time. We don't even take the time to find out who we are. We don't take time to rest. Some of us are so afraid even to sit with our own thoughts. We always have to fill up the spaces. There's people when you get into social settings and there's silence, oh, they have to pop up and be the one to speak because they can't handle the silence. They don't know what to do with themselves. I speak about the sounds of silence. Let everybody be quiet. What I love is a quiet home when everybody is gone and I'm sitting with myself. Yes, I enjoy that because it's a feeling of peace. It's a feeling of serenity. Sometimes there's too much noise around. Like for me, when it gets to a certain time, if you're talking to me after 10 o'clock, I'm lost, I'm gone. I don't have time to handle anything. That should be my quiet space. So, yes, this is what I've been talking about this morning. And so I'll end it here. This has been a short live. I think we'll keep it that way so that, it's a short live, less than 30 minutes. So when you come along, you can listen and get some nuggets from it. If you have any questions as well, just DM me and I'll be pleased to answer your questions. So I've been speaking about finding yourself, and I've talked about what it means, a journey of self-discovery, and I've given some tips on how to handle it. So if you've just come on, you can go back after and listen to the live. So this is Auntie YAA'S Book Corner. On this platform, I do Saturday Facebook Lives. I haven't been on in a while, but I come on once a month. And then during the week too, I do lives. I haven't been doing that, but I'll be doing a live here and there, maybe one a week, or book reads and things like that. Some may be pre-recorded, some may be live. So we'll see how it goes. Yes. And so my first book is Reflections for a Thirsty Soul. It came out in 2020. Hello, sis. I'm just wrapping up. So it came up in 2020. And then the next one is The Beauty of a Woman's Heart. Welcome, sis. The Beauty of a Woman's Heart. Then the next one after that is Refreshing for My Weary Soul, which is a devotional. The fourth book is Own It, a guide to taking accountability and responsibility for your own life journey. It's an Amazon bestseller. And then the fifth one is my unapologetic self, a guide to being real and living life on my own terms. So that one is in tune or aligns with what we're talking about to defining yourself. In that book, what it is, as I said, we grew up a particular way. We had certain values we were taught. But when you grow up, you need to figure yourself out. Do those values all work for you? You may pick the good ones, do away with the not so good ones. And then for myself, I say where I live now, I pick the good values from there. I merged it with what I was raised with, and that is how I live my life. And the sixth book is a call to prayer, Intimacy with God Unleashed. It's a series of prayer points that I developed when I was in one of the Ghana churches here in town, because if as a leader you had to go lead prayer sessions and what have you. So I thought, let me put it in a book. It might be of a benefit to somebody out there. So that's what that is. As well, I am a book coach. I shouldn't forget to talk about that. Until YAA'S Own It Academy, I help people to write their story. You know, a lot of times, and I'll say this story again. My son told me one time, he asked me, Mom, listen to this. What do you think? This is what this guy said that I was talking to some African fellow. I don't know which, I don't remember which country. My son is also an author. So he was saying that, oh, he said to the guy, oh, writing books and this and that. Oh, the guy said, oh, just leave the books to the writing of books to Abrofo. No, it's not for us. And she goes, oh, what do you think, Mom? I said, I'm sorry, but that person is an, and I won't name it. Because we can all do whatever we put our mind to. If I had this thing of I can't, listen, if you had asked me 10 years ago if I'd have written any books, I would have said no. So there's all kinds of things sitting inside of us that have to come out. And we haven't taken the time to find out who we are. So we are not living our real selves. You see, we hear this thing of, oh, the graveyard or the cemetery has the most talent in the world. Yes, because people did not tap into their potential and they died and they went off and they are buried over there. So you have that chance now. You are here. Do what it takes now. Unravel yourself. Find out who you really are at the core and do what you need to be doing. So that is that one. On TikTok, we have an author's hub. Okay. Sister Ajuodo Mensah Sasu and Sister Yabuatma Boating Russell, we do sessions on there from our books. So as I was saying, I'm a book coach. I help you write your story. And what I was just saying about what my son said, we before we tend to put ourselves down and think that certain things are beyond us. Other people get to do that. No, you get to do it too. So if you have a story and you want it written, DM me. We'll talk about it and we'll take it from there. So Sister Ajua Odo's book is on Amazon, as well as Sister Yabuatma Boating Russell's. And I helped Sister Ajua Odo to write her book, and I did proofreading services for Sister Yabuatma Boating Russell. So we share different insights on our programs. And so you join us on TikTok. We are either on Sister Ajua Odo Mensah Sasus or myself. I'm Mama Ya on TikTok or at Yafoda 2. If you go on Auntie Ya's Book Corner, you'll see I put a poster out yesterday about Mama Ya Nuggets with Mama Ya. You'll see the my Facebook address or link or whatever I should call it on there. So Sister Ajo Odo's book is Unveiling My Life, a guide to breaking free and reclaiming control of my life. And it's about her trauma experiences that she went through when she was left with family members when the parents first came abroad or to the diaspora. And also, Sister Yabuatma Boating Russell's book is Echoes of Ya BBR's Chronicles, an overview of self-discovery and building bonds. As well, Sister Nanaraba Alulu's Niche. I do Graceful Gems with her. We do it once a month, the last Monday of every month. We share nuggets from the Bible based on our perspectives. We are not theologians by any means. We just come and share insights. So, just last Monday, I believe we talked about love. That one had been postponed from February. So the last. Let me look at my calendar and give you the date. The last Monday of April. Okay, that should be the 28th is what it says. Yes, we'll be doing the daughters of Zelophehad, agents of change. So that's in the Bible. I believe it's Numbers 17. Okay. And so, yeah, we've been here talking about finding yourself. On Monday, I believe I might go live on TikTok. I'm not sure what topic I'm going to be doing, but I'll be coming on between 10 a.m. and 12 noon. I know on TikTok there's the ability to go for so long, but I can't sit for 2 hours. Some people go on there for 3 hours or a day talking and talking. But I come and I share nuggets, and if people want to come and share their perspective, also they do that as well. When we do Authors Hub too, when Sister Aju and I interact, we have other ladies come on to and share their perspective. So TikTok is very interactive, but I know that I've done sessions in the past too on my own, and people, sometimes the people that you really interact with, they are not available during those times, and so you're able to speak. And I've seen people do that. It's not everybody who comes on and brings people up. Sometimes they're just doing the talking, and so it's different perspective. If somebody really wants to share, they can come up. Productive, mind you. There are people who don't know how to engage socially, and it's all their abrasive behaviors, and so it's a bit difficult to sort through, who you want to come up. That's my perspective, because there's a lot in our community these days. There's too much contention, too much insults, this and that. So I don't want anybody to come on my platform and be disrespecting me, because I don't go to people's platform to disrespect them. So for me, when I go, essentially, maybe I may talk for 30 minutes, I may talk for an hour, and I'll be done. And I remember one of the first ones that I did, for example, there was this lady. I started watching her lately. I haven't been seeing her though. And she, people give you good feedback, and I was appreciative of the feedback that she gave. Yeah. So to each his own, like people, I mean, you can just start a program and bring everybody up, or you just do your submissions and then allow people to come, or you do your submissions and you go. It's a personal choice, really. Yeah. So with that, I believe this is the shortest live I ever did, but I think it's good too, in the sense that if it's shorter, when people come on, then it's easier for them to listen and learn something from it. So I appreciate you all. Sister Ajodo and I, yes, we'll be having Authors Hub next Saturday, which is the 12th, and our topic is mental health and well-being. So do join us on TikTok. I will try and share it to Facebook. I'm able to do it to my wall, but when I try to get it to my wall, which is Yafoda Atobra, when I try to get it to the page, it becomes a bit wonky. So I'll see what I can do, because I know one of the ladies that I engage with on Facebook was telling me that she wishes I would share it here because she's not on TikTok. So thank you all so much for coming on. I appreciate you. Have a good rest of the weekend. It's springtime now. Well, for us, we never know. In Alberta, the province, I mean, Edmonton in the province of Alberta, Canada, it's Western Canada. It can be cold in April, it can even snow in May. This is the funny thing. I remember I was telling somebody that I forget who, that in March, a girlfriend of mine from church, because she picked me up to go for lunch. Yeah, in lieu of, like, for my birthday, right after she came. I think last 2 weeks is when we did that. And I was telling her that I remember at this time of the year, there'll be times that I'm going to a meeting for work. Like, there's a First Nations on the West End here, Cree, and they have a casino, the River Cree Resort. So we're going for meetings there. In the morning, you're driving there and all the snow on the ground. By the time you're driving back home around 4:30, roads are so clear. So those are the kinds of days that we're having. But for me, spring is a beautiful time. I'm a spring baby. I was born in March. So I have to start going for my walks and doing what I have to do. Again, thank you so much for joining.